Is Agatha Harkness really an evil witch? Or is she just fighting to regain her power? Could it be that in the end, Agatha just wants her son back? The last episode of Agatha All Along left us with many unanswered questions. Today we will analyze if Agatha is a villain, or if she will become the unexpected heroine of the Marvel Universe. And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Welcome to the Oasis Geek. Before we start with this video, and to celebrate the arrival of the Penguin series, we will be giving away a Funko Pop from the Batman movie. To participate, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel and leave a comment telling us who is your favorite character from the DC universe and why. The winner will be announced on October 31st. In the last episode, we saw how Agatha had to face a difficult test, confronting her own mother, who was trying to harm her, and it was her son who stopped her from fighting another witch in her coven. This reveals that Agatha has deep conflicts to resolve, but the question remains, will she be a wicked witch? When we first met her in WandaVision, it seemed that her goal was simply to gain power. But what if Agatha was a victim of her circumstances? To understand this better, we must first get to know who Agatha Harkness is. Agatha is a witch from Salem, Massachusetts, accused by her own coven of practicing dark magic. During the Salem trials in 1693, she was captured and convicted of stealing forbidden knowledge and using dark magic. Although she denied it, she was tied to a tree in the forest and her coven attempted to destroy her. Agatha, under extreme pressure, lost control of her powers and ended the lives of all the witches, including her mother, Ivanora. After freeing herself, she took her mother's brooch and flew away. This event makes it clear that at least on that occasion, Agatha acted out of survival and not out of pure evil. And what happened next? After escaping, Agatha formed a secret community of witches known as New Salem in Colorado and had a son named Nicholas Scratch. According to some rumors, she traded her son for the Book of the Damned, a dark artifact that made her even more powerful. She also had a relationship with Rio Vidal, but when Agatha used the book to increase her power, the two became enemies and clashed on several occasions. Eventually, Agatha detected a source of magical energy in Westview, New Jersey, and decided to investigate. Upon arrival, she discovered that the town was trapped in an alternate reality controlled by Wanda Maximoff. Fascinated by the magnitude of Wanda's power, Agatha used the Book of the Damned to enter the anomaly without being affected by Wanda's magic, becoming the only person other than Wanda who understood the true nature of what was happening in Westview. In WandaVision, Agatha seemed to be the villain who manipulated everything to her advantage. However, in Agatha All Along, we've seen more about her backstory, which shows us that while she remains a complex character, her actions are driven by her desire to regain her power and survive in a world that has left her trapped without it. Throughout the series, we have seen a depressed and vulnerable Agatha, living a fake life without powers, trapped under Wanda's spell. This spell is broken when Teen manages to enter that false reality and awakens her. This is when Agatha realizes that she has been under Wanda's control for 3 years, and furthermore, discovers that she doesn't have her powers. To get them back, Teen proposes her to do the Witch's Road, a ritual that promises to give her back what she has lost. But does Agatha really want her powers back? Or is she trying to get her son back? Although we know that she is an extremely powerful witch, capable of manipulating minds and absorbing energy, throughout the series we have seen how the memories of her son, Nicholas, haunt her, revealing a maternal side that contrasts with her villainous side. In the comic Fantastic Four number 94 of 1970, where Agatha Harkness is introduced for the first time, she is presented as a maternal and generous figure, taking care of Franklin Richards and later, as a mentor to Wanda Maximoff. In that same comic book, the existence of her son Nicholas is revealed, which reinforces the idea that beyond being an evil witch, Agatha is marked by pain and the control that her own powers exert over her. In the previous episode, we saw how Agatha was worried about Teen after an attack. At the end of the ordeal, Agatha panicked when she saw him injured and asked Cale to heal him. As Teen slept, we saw her worried, as a mother would be when seeing her child in danger. But when Teen woke up and asked her about her son, Agatha didn't answer and simply left. We all thought Teen was her son, but later, Rio told Agatha that he wasn't. And once again, we saw a sad and disappointed Agatha, showing her maternal side again. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, Agatha is known for ending the lives of other witches to absorb their powers. However, this act is not something she has complete control over, but a consequence of the magic that dominates her. In the last episode, we saw two key aspects that reinforce this idea. First, we witnessed Agatha's fear for her life when her mother appeared during the ordeal, asking to be harmed. This not only shows us her vulnerability, but also the internal conflict surrounding her, calling into question whether she is truly evil or simply trapped in the power that consumes her. During the trial in the house with a 1980s aesthetic, Agatha is confronted by the spirit of her mother, Evanora. When Alice uses her powers to expel Evanora from Agatha's body, we see how she begins to take Alice's powers away, but in an uncontrolled manner, as if it wasn't really her doing it. This act is interrupted when she hears a voice telling her to stop. We haven't seen Agatha act in such a villainous manner directly. We could say that her style of magic is based on defense and trying to survive. However, the story of Agatha's son has not yet been clarified, and I think I have a theory that could explain what happened to him. According to the stories, Mephisto is a demon who makes deals with witches, and he's a character we've long expected to see in the Marvel Universe. It's possible that Mephisto tricked Agatha into stealing her son or manipulating her. I think Agatha wants to regain her powers to face this demon one last time. Everyone on the Witch's Road has a goal, and Agatha's perhaps has always been to get her son back. Maybe Agatha is not the villain we think, and she ends up becoming the reason Wanda Maximoff returns. In previous videos, we have theorized that Agatha fulfills a similar role to that of Loki in this universe. Characters who are antagonists with their own motivations, capable of sacrificing innocent people, but who end up being vindicated. I think Agatha's story will ultimately be similar to that of Loki. She will start as a witch who was the villain of the story, and then become the guardian and teacher of future generations of Avengers and other heroes. In the comics, Agatha is the nanny of one of the Fantastic Four's babies, and with the arrival of these characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it is more than evident that we will see a connection between them. Therefore, it is possible that in the next few years, we will see how Agatha goes from being one of the biggest threats on the planet to become a witch who fights against entities from other dimensions, trying to help the universe. Thus, her evolution would take her from being a selfish character to becoming a heroine. But what do you think about all this? Do you think Agatha will become Marvel's heroine? Share your opinion in the comments. And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You are on The Oasis Geek.